The goal of home ownership is not an impossible one, or building your wealth using real estate is not unattainable. However, there are challenges, and this is my story on the challenges I encountered while building my dream home and how I used perseverance, prayer, and penny pinching to overcome, push through, and achieve my goal of home ownership. One of the main challenges I faced was actually getting started. The parish council took forever to come back with the approval of my plan. Something as simple as leaving off a window from the plan for a bathroom resulted in the plan being rejected and being held up for an additional 3 months to get approved. I had to be like ticks in their skins for the approval to be done. This required that I persevered, that I was persistent, and I stuck with the process. So if you are currently at this stage and you're waiting on your approval, do not despair, do not give up, but just ensure you continue to check up with your parish council, ensure that your plan gets approved. So people, let me tell you this next challenge was a big one. I faced some bad mind that is unbelievable. One particular neighbor that I have called the parish council on me 2 times. So the first time I'm at home, minding my own business, I get a knock at the door. Someone from parish council says, "Oh, I was just in the neighborhood checking on a house around there, and I thought to myself, oh, let me come around here and see if you have a plan approved." And I did. And I thought it was the oddest thing. Why would the parish council just pop up at my house asking this question? Another time, I was at work. Workmen were on site working on the building, and they called me. We just got a visit from the parish council, and they have issued a cease and desist order on your property. Why? Because they came and the plans were actually on the inside of the house. They were not available outside for the workmen to actually show them, right? So they issued a cease and desist order because of that. Now, naturally, the sensible thing would have been for them to say, okay, we'll come back tomorrow, ensure that the plan is available so that we can see it and verify. But not just that, they could call in their office and verify that a plan is actually there. Now, I know that this neighbor did this, and I wouldn't even go elaborately in how I know, but I know this person did this because I was having additional challenges with this individual as well. So the next thing that happened with this same neighbor, this neighbor sent me WhatsApp messages on 2 different occasions threatening to call the police on me. No, the first time this individual sent a message saying that, oh, your material is touching the sidewalk and it is punishable by law if you do not remove the block from the sidewalks. Now, in all fairness, they were not on the sidewalk. She didn't understand the size of my lot at the front. So you know what I did? I ignored her. The next time again, which is most recently, she sent me another WhatsApp saying she is going to call the police because I am doing construction on Sunday. No, apparently it is illegal. I didn't know. But the thing is, there were persons all over doing construction on Sunday, including her immediate neighbor. Now, this person lives about 5-6 houses from me. Her immediate neighbor is doing construction on Sunday. And even after she sent me that message, other persons in the community continue to do construction on Sunday. And nothing has been done. So again, I look upon her and I say, the devil sent this woman. But when they go low, I go high. I just ignored her and I continued to work on my home. Just bearing in mind not to disturb anybody with any drilling or anything that could make people uncomfortable on a Sunday. So you're going to meet up on these kind of demons. Trust me. while you're on your journey to your home ownership or whatever major goal you have, you're going to meet upon people like this. So that's her. And then the most recent issue I had, different neighbor now. No, this person not even live in the same phase that I live people. This person lives in a whole different area. And this is my workman telling me this. This individual is a police who drove by my house to speak to the workmen. And what this individual had to say to them was, "Wow, the house look good, man. The person you sell drugs or what? How them a move? How them a move? Or the house looks so good, or them can move so fast and whatever." So I say this to say you're gonna get all these different roadblocks and craziness coming at you, and you just have to push through. You just have to believe, and you just have to ensure you remain focused. Now, these people in this community don't know me from Adams. I am very quiet. I stay indoor. I just say to myself, not because I feel like I'm better than people, but I am like that. I'm more introverted than anything else. Yes, I'm introverted doing a YouTube channel. That's very funny. But yeah, and those are the assumptions that they have made, and that's how they have come at me, and that has been a challenge. So look out for that. All right, at this particular challenge that I face, I know a lot of people who are doing development do go through this, and that is running out of money. I ran out of money more than once. This project I started, I believe, 4 years and counting. I've done it in 3 phases. This is the 3rd phase that I have been working on. Of course, my first phase, I was focused on starting the downstairs part of the house, and went through, was able to put up the structure, and then was able to also put in the finishings like the painting inside and the tiles. And then I ran out of money. I had to stop and I had to save again. The second phase was actually doing the gazebo at the back and putting up a retaining wall. The retaining wall is a next story. I had to put up my retaining wall before I even started upstairs, because one of my neighbor that I have shared property boundary with came to me and told me that some cement that I put down was actually on our property. Like I'd paved a particular area. She said it was on our property, but I knew it wasn't. The issue was really that she didn't understand that the boundary marker went underground when her trucks were delivering material, and she could not find where it was. So she and the persons that were going through assumed. So I had to go get my title and everything, and I had to come out and we do measurements, and I'm like, no, it's not. So to really avoid any future conflicts like that, I was like, you know what? While all the boundary markers are visible, let me just go ahead and put up this wall, because I don't want any contention with anybody. So, the wall, it did take a lot because it is a big space. It's a big lot that I'm on. So after I did the wall and the gazebo to the back, I ran out of money again. And so I went back again and started saving. And when I started sharing my journey with you guys is actually at the 3rd phase, which is to finish up the entire build as much as I can. But I kind of feel like I'm going to go into a 4th phase, because let me tell you, this process, it's not cheap. You get tired, you get exhausted, you get frustrated, you feel like, oh my God, like, you're tired to spend on building material and paying workmen. And, I talk to other people who, go through the construction process. One of my friends told me that, he had anxiety after he was been building for about 6 years, and every pay he got, every paycheck, him just have to turn it over and pay workmen, and it was hard and it was stressful, and I understand how stressful that process is. So you run out of money, but guess what? as long as you remain focused, as long as you know what is at the end game, as long as you continue and you push through, you're going to finish. I talk about penny pinching helping. You can watch one of my videos on budgeting and how to get there, but there are things you have to change in your life in order to afford your dream house build. Or if it's not a dream house, are you just investing in real estate to build wealth, you're gonna have to make changes. You're gonna have to make sacrifices financially, and that's just expected. So next challenge, I had to come to a point where I understood that not everybody was going to cheer me on and be a supporter of what I'm doing. I remember a family member stopping by my house, and I had reached one of the stage where I ran out of money, and I just paused, and that family member was saying, so when you guys start again? I say, I'm not sure. It's when I am able to save up and get to a point where it makes sense to really start again. And that person muttered under their breath, so not turn your house like a turn workless now. And my understanding of that utterance was, sometimes people start construction and for years, you see the house unfinished because they simply run out of funds, and they can't continue. My understanding was that that person was implying that that was what was going to happen with my build. But at the end of the day, I knew what it is that I wanted to achieve. And so that rolled off my shoulders like water and oil, right? And just remaining focused. What is it that I want? What's the dream? What am I going for? So even as you go on your home ownership journey, real estate build, you have to get to a point where you can't allow anyone and their negativity to penetrate your focus, to penetrate your desire to achieve that goal. You have to block out all the naysayers. And sometimes, you have to hustle in silence and keep things to yourself. Not everybody deserves to share in your dream, and not everybody you should tell your dream to, because not everybody will understand, and some people are just there to discourage. So you have to get to a point. Close family and friends may not support you on what you are doing, and you have to encourage yourself. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, and David encouraged himself in the Lord. So you have to encourage yourself to know that you can do this and you can get it done. Finally, be patient with yourself. Understand that you're undertaking a major project. I had to, sometimes get myself revved up and pepped up and give myself a little pep talk. You have to stay the course. You have to continue. You have to push through. This is not, I always tell people, this is not shopping. You're going for a dress or clothing or food, even though food is quite expensive in its own right. This is a major undertaking. That's what home ownership is. So I want to encourage you all today to stay the course. Remain committed to your dream of home ownership, or whatever dream it is that you have. If you are just at the stage where you're saving your down payment to buy the land or pay down on the house, remain encouraged. Do not give up. If you have started to build and you have ran out of money, remain encouraged. Figure out new ways how you can improve your income. They say wealthy people have 7 income streams. You have to start to use your talents to generate the income that you need to make your build possible. Wherever you are in the process, if it's even just dreaming, start acting and doing and stay on course, because this is going to be a marathon. Even the wealthy, I've seen the wealthy take years to build, because it's not just about money. Sometimes it is about the size of the build and having the resources, the people, etc. So building a home takes time. Stay encouraged. Believe that you can do it, because you can. You have the same 24 hours that everybody else has. has. There's nothing different about your 24 hours. God did not give some persons 48 and give you 24. God did not give some persons 12 but give you 24. How you maximize those 24 hours to achieve your goals and to feed into you achieving your goals, whether it be home ownership, building your business, school, whatever it is. Stay encouraged and be patient with yourself. Until next time, take care of yourself.